Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of E-Creek's Outdoors. Today I'm in my dorm here. It's Monday at Kent State, and because Monday is a day that a lot of people dread, we always try to do cool stuff on Monday. So today I'm going to go out and take some photography. It's rainy today, but I want to try to show you guys how to take some cool pictures in the rain. And one thing I want to do is get a picture of this hat, actually, get a cool product photo. And I'm going to bring you guys along and show you how to do it on a smartphone, because I actually like using my smartphone to take pictures more than I have a nice camera, but I like using my smartphone a lot more because the quality is pretty much the same. There's a few more things you can do on a camera, but I think it's just a lot easier on a smartphone. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Let's get going. Okay guys, so I had to take the bus to get to my car, and we're here now, the slow ball. But as you can see, it's like really crappy weather out today. It's overcast, kind of like misting down, rained. And it was like covered with snow yesterday, and now there's like no snow because it rained. So we're going to try to make the most of it, and you can actually get some cool pictures in overcast. So that's what we're gonna do. Just because it's overcast doesn't mean it's a terrible day. So we're going to go find some cool spots to get some pictures. So while I'm waiting here in my car for it to warm up here, one thing that is actually pretty cool, like I was talking about how a smartphone can do basically anything that a nice camera can do. Now the high-end ones can definitely do a lot more, but like up to like these are $1,000 phones, so they have a lot of capabilities. Camera technology has gotten really good. So like you can see here, I have the Galaxy Note 10, which has a pro mode on it for photography, and like some of the things you can do is you can like change color here with this thing. It's called the WB something weight balance, that might be. And then here you also have where it'll blur or it'll get like super focused. I just found a super cool little spot here right off the side of the road. It's kind of a watery bog area where I think I can get a pretty cool picture. So we're gonna hop out and I'm gonna take it real quick. Okay guys, so I definitely got a few cool pictures right there. It's time to find the next spot. I found my next spot. I'm in downtown Kent, and there's some cool buildings on the right side, and I think they look just normal if you're looking at them, but if you get the right angle, I think they're gonna look really cool. So what a lot of people don't know is that if you use, you can use like some of the condensation and some of the moisture on glass to get a really cool look in kind of rainy conditions. So this is a thing that I've seen used on like TikTok and on the internet. So now I'm gonna try it for myself, and I think we're gonna get a pretty cool look. Now one thing that you always wanna bring with you is some water, because if you don't have the right look, you can use some water to get it. So I'm gonna put a little bit of water on the window and get a shot of these buildings on an angle, and I think it's gonna look pretty cool. I got all the pictures I needed for that. Hopefully those ones turned out pretty cool. I think it did. So that's a cool little thing you can do, is use the glass to kind of get a cool look to your pictures. And then if you turn the manual focus down a little bit, it'll make it kind of blurry and make that water stand out. As you can see here, I'm walking on a brick road right now, and all I'm gonna do for this picture is get to the start of the brick road and then take just a low picture that shoots all the way up the brick road. So I'm gonna take that right now. So I just ended up taking those, and they actually turned out really good. If you have a cool road with some like buildings on the side or a cool view, and you get a low angle, you can really get a cool picture of kind of the photo shooting up the road. So that one turned out like way better than I expected, actually. So we've taken a few photos now. Now, as I said, I wanted to get one of our adventure style hat. So that's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna need like probably a parking lot for this one, some kind of hard surface where I can get this picture, and you guys will see how I take it. Finally made it. Like you heard me say, I'm getting a product photo of this hat, but I needed some pavement, and I needed it to be dark pavement. Now what I'm actually gonna do here is get a reflection photo. I've seen a lot of people do these, and if you've watched, I've actually done it in one of my videos before, and they can turn out really cool as long as you get the right angle, and you have to use some water to get a reflection. So this is a perfect one for rainy days because it's already wet out, and it's going to give some nice reflection of the light off the water. And so you can use a puddle or you can make a puddle. I have some water here. There's already a puddle. I'm gonna make it a little bigger, and then I'm gonna show you how we get this picture. So we got that one, and my hat got a little bit wet, so now my crazy hair's out. But we used the puddle to get a reflection with the hat. It wasn't perfect because the hat doesn't really want to stand up, but I think we did get it pretty good. And once we put a cool filter on all these pictures, they're going to look super good. Now keep in mind that what we did here, guys, was we used kind of the rain and the water to help us in all of our pictures. The one on the road, it kind of gave it a really clear look for you to really see the road. The water's going to make it stand out more, give it more texture. And for the window, the one of the building, we used the window, some water on the window to give it a cool look. We used the water on the ground there to give the reflection picture with our hat. And then we just used kind of the natural overcast look on the first picture to give that nature scene a cool look. So these are all different things that you can use when it's an overcast or rainy day out. When it's actually raining, you can get even cooler pictures. I'm sure I'll do a video on that someday. So I'm going to go back, just throw one of my favorite filters on all of these and maybe touch them up a little bit, and I will show you guys that, and then we're going to be done. So we're now back in the lab, and I've had some time to edit these photos, and I think the majority of them actually came out really good. There's one that I do not really like, and it's going to be this one right here. But it didn't turn out too bad. The scene really wasn't quite as good as I thought it was. And that's just okay. You're going to have that sometimes when you're taking photos. You're trying to take a lot of stuff, and it was just kind of like a nasty area. It just didn't look as good as I thought it was. So I had to do a lot of editing on it. But these other three I really liked. As you can see, this one on the left, super cool. The one in the middle is super cool. I used both a matte filter on those ones. The one of the hat here on the right, I just used some vignette on that to make the edges a little darker, and that really went a long way. I really just touched them all up, put the contrast up on some of them, and made them a little sharper. But with these kinds of images, guys, you need to work with the images when editing them, not against them. If it's kind of got a dark, dull look, then go with that look. Don't try to change it. If it's got really a pop to it, then work on that, guys. Work on what it's giving to you. So that's my advice for today, guys. Just realize that when it's rainy out, it's a great opportunity to get some of those kind of dark tones, contrasty looks that people just love to see on Instagram and social media. Thank you guys for watching. I think that turned out really good. Remember, guys, just go give photography a try. Just because conditions aren't perfect, you can work with what you have. You need to be more versatile as a photographer. Conditions can't always be perfect. And so overcast days are a perfect day to do that. You get some really good looks. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I will see you guys next time on another episode of EJRC Outdoors. Keep living adventure style, doing cool stuff, guys. And I'll see you soon.